why is he doing all these projects as opposed to helping get our prices down or cutting the tariffs or
inflation. There's
That's
a
what he
video
said
of
now.
that too. I like inflation.
It's a made up word. Affordability is a made up word.
Okay,
you're an English maker.
It's actually
was
not.
it?
It's a word that just means
No,
if we can or cannot afford things.
No, we made it up.
Saying we can't afford them.
Are you saying that the word affordability existed before the Democrats started using it?
Yes, I'm saying it probably predates Shakespeare. But I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, I took a linguistics class to get my English degree.
Shakespeare.
And I was fascinated at the origin of a lot of words and phrases, but I'll get back to you on where affordability came from. But I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess it came from the ability
to afford things?
Just
guessing. Wow. Can I say that?
He also made multiple geographic misstatements. He caught a lot of attention because he kept confusing Middle Eastern countries, even though he's at war with one.
The Islamic Republic of Japan is what he said. He said the Islamic Republic of Japan had shot 111 missiles.
He repeately kept mixing up Qatar and Iran. He kept saying Qatar about Iran, who he's at war with. Also, that Maloney photo controversy we told you about earlier, he kept claiming for no apropos of nothing that Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni begged him for a photo op with him. And she said that that was completely made up and ridiculous.
But all of it, he walked into, again, obscene is the word. Like he walked into a group of world leaders and said, I'm the boss. You know what I would have said? Go fuck yourself. If maybe the Italians, I'd have said, hey, go fuck yourself, or whatever I'd have said. If the Swedes would have said, you can go fuck yourself. Well, I can do all the accents. England, I say, sir, can't go fuck yourself. If I don't understand, what I don't understand is this. I don't understand why at this point, and it seems to be happening. If I read something this week where basically Canada is no longer buying our military equipment anymore. They've actually started.
They don't have any left.
Well, no. They're actually they're not buying planes. They're not buying submarines from our defense contractors. They're buying them, but they're buying them from other people.
Yeah.
They're literally bypassing us. They're like, fuck you. So he's fucked up. Not only did he fuck up our trade, he fucked up our Department of Defense, which is a big piece of our budget. He actually fucked up our food production because now, do you know we're about to run out of gas? Here's what people don't quite understand. The Strait of Hormuz has now been closed for almost 4 months.
We have covered this for many months.
Yes, we have. However, what a lot of people on the and I'm talking MSNBC, I'm talking no one's covering what's about to happen.
Wendy in Denver, I called her and said, hey, you got to start stocking up on these products. Here's what's going to happen when there's a shortage of petroleum. Petroleum makes all of these products. Right. And she goes, what? Why isn't the news saying this? Why aren't we being told?
Because the news is owned by the Ellisons. CNN, by the way, is fucking unwatchable now. You guys want to hear what's really happening? Keep subscribe to the Titus podcast. But here's the problem. Here's the problem that I see. What people don't quite understand is that this 4 months with the... What did you just do? What was that?
That was like my ad for the Titus podcast. Because my sinuses.
Keep tuning in. I'm Bombshell Ray. So wait. So here's what happens. So we are now at the lowest point currently in the strategic oil reserves. This was reported this week.
Explain.
Because what happens is when all those ships have to get to the Strait of Hormuz and they can't. So it takes 3 to 4 months to actually get those ships into a refinery to get the oil refined and get it out to the place, to wherever, gas station, get it delivered.
And those ships sat for how long?
3-4 months.
And what happened to some of the refineries during that
time? They were basically destroyed.
Not basically.
They were, basically destroyed. They were destroyed. Oh, so, and we've lost 4.
So what you're saying is once we finally get those ships moving that are backed up 4 months.
It's going to take longer to get the oil refined. So here's what's happening.
Okay.
There is no oil available. Guys, within a month or 2 months, we're going to have 0 oil available. You think we're going to have shortages. In fact, this was reported in Texas. I looked into it, and again, to not be crazy, they were limiting people to a $50 thing. Turned out it was a debit card thing. Yeah. They were just saying you could only. They were
a lot of places in the South when we travel.
Yeah. So I get, but that's about to happen. So we've got fertilizer issues. Was that our dog upstairs? The crazy dog? Making noise.
Our rescue dog, we locked her upstairs with Ken.
Because she's a psychic.
I just heard her crying,
Scrabble.
and then I heard a sound that sounded like a taser.
Whatever Ken did, I don't care. That dog is such a pain in the ass. So that oil is not off the tankers. It's not getting refined, and it's not going to be shipped out to gas stations.
And again, we've talked about this, but what oil is not just... So you need to know that diesel transports all of your food, all of it.
So if they can't get gas, they can't transport your food.
Correct. So crops die if they sit and wait too long to get picked up. But also, what else does
fertilizer?
Oil make? Okay.
So you need oil to make fertilizer. Okay. So the good news is,
what about petroleum?
Well, let's just connect these two.
Okay.
So the good news is, even though the trucks can't move, they're not going to have anything to carry because the fertilizer didn't let us grow fucking food. Oh. So this guy...
But what is petroleum
This guy fucked up the whole ecosystem.
What does petroleum make?
Plastics. Almost everything. Everything.
All kinds of packaging that would then package your food to send it to the market. Clothing. Any kind of like...
So everything's going to go through the roof.
Yeah, there's makeup products. I don't want to scare anybody.
Anything
possibly shoe components.
Anything that's oil-based, rubber-based. Anything. Tires.
I just bought...
Tires. So I blew a tire on my car. And I had to get a tire, and I got 2 tires. The Dodge Charger it's the Scat Pack, and it's got the shit in it.
It's been problematic.
It has not. I had one time in the shop. One time.
I just picked you up 2 weeks ago. I left Kenny at home on our slumber. We were slumbering with champagne, and you called, and
that was the one time.
No, it bricked.
One time.
No, it just had a tire thing. Oh, Kenny picked you up that time. Kenny did the tire run. I stayed home.
Yeah.
You had 2 times.
The tire run.
Kenny got you twice on the tire run last week when she was doing the slumber party.
Tires don't count as the car itself being a bad build. It doesn't.
It's the tires that Dodge put on it.
By the way, the Dodge Charge, no. Yeah, but it doesn't.
And the Dodge truck, you guys remember last year, also bricked. I just want to say he's had a lot of bricking, and I only know that phrase because he taught me.
I've only had it. The truck actually had a fuel injection thing that stayed open, and it flooded the cylinder and locked up the motor.
For how long?
Well, I was in the shop for a month. That was my Dodge Ram. Yeah. And by the way, this is after having 3 Dodge Rams with 0 problems.
How many miles did it have on it?
0. It had literally we drove it once.
And now tell the truth, how long it took you to get it back?
A month. It took a month. Okay. So listen, my car. Okay. So whatever. The Dodge Charger. I love the car. It's been great. However, I blew a tire. Now the tires are 335/30s. They're this wide. They're the same size of tire that I used to put on my Corvette on the Z06. Now, when I had that Corvette, those tires were $330 a piece. That's a lot for a tire. Yeah. You can go get like regular narrow tires for $130. $330. I go to get these tires replaced on this car. Plus, I have like 10,000 miles on the car now, so I had to get both of them replaced. So they were $550 a piece. Do you know why that is? Because anything imported to use to make tires now, because of his fucking tariffs, have sending all the prices up. So this guy fucked up our entire financial ecosystem.